Welcome to the Philosophy Cafe.
We are diving deep today into what is arguably the most valuable commodity we possess, but the one we treat with the least respect.
Time.
Exactly. Our focus is the monumental Stoic philosopher Seneca and his brutally honest treatise on the shortness of life.
That title alone is a wake-up call, isn't it? We've processed all the core insights from Seneca, and our mission for you is to give you the 10 most actionable core recommendations.
Right. And this isn't a shortcut around the work. It's more of a shortcut to the deepest knowledge you need to stop feeling overwhelmed and, start designing a life that's truly lived.
So where does Seneca start?
He starts by completely redefining wealth. His core insight is that we have to treat time as our most precious, non-recyclable asset.
Let's linger on that for a moment, because when the Stoics talked about servant wealth, they were speaking about more than just, money in a vault.
Not at all. It was a holistic concept. It included your health, your peace of mind, happiness, freedom,
Family, friends.
and perhaps above all, time itself. And this is where Seneca really sets the urgent tone for the entire work.
Okay.
Time, compared to those other resources, holds a unique and, frankly, terrifying position. If you lose money, you could potentially earn it back.
All right, you can multiply it or inherit it.
But if you lose a day, that day is gone forever. It cannot be earned back. So wasting time is fundamentally worse. It's an irreparable loss of a finite wealth.
It's the ultimate diminishing asset. And the uncertainty it makes it even more urgent, doesn't it?
How so?
Well, you can check your bank balance and know the exact amount you have right now, but no one, absolutely no one, knows the total number of hours they have left in the bank of life.
That lack of certainty, as you said, should make us fiercely protective of every single moment.
And Seneca really hammers this home. He makes sure we appreciate the sheer value of time by breaking it down.
Into these intense, specific units.
Yeah.
Think about the value of a single year to a student who fails their final exams.
They're disgraced. Or they have to repeat an entire year of study. That year is a crushing setback.
Or the value of a month to a mother who's in early labor, where every single day she can keep the baby inside increases its chance of survival.
You feel that immediate, intense value in that specific context.
Exactly. The value of a week to a newspaper editor on a tight deadline, or an hour to a traveler who's about to miss a flight.
But the most visceral one for me, the one he uses, is the value of a single second.
The falling vase.
The falling vase. The pedestrian who avoids being hit just because they passed that spot 1 second earlier. Every unit of time is potentially life-altering capital.
So if that's the established value, then the next question is, well, it's unavoidable.
Where is all this wealth leaking?
Exactly. We have to address Seneca's warning against spending time aimlessly. How do we define that in the 21st century?
Today, it's most clearly visible in what we call digital drains.
Right. Aimless spending is that endless, unstructured social media scrolling or consuming random news feeds that have zero impact on your actual goals.
Or just channel surfing, cycling through endless entertainment options without ever really engaging with anything meaningful.
And this isn't passive waste. I mean, that's what makes it so sinister. These massive platforms, they're sophisticated digital drains.
Their entire business model is built on capturing and stealing your finite wealth. They are intentionally designed to maximize the time you spend there.
Because your attention is their product.
So let's use a monetary comparison here. If a company offered you absolutely nothing in return and demanded you pay, say, $25,000 every single day just to look at a blank wall.
You call them a scam artist and refuse immediately.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yet we willingly allow platforms that give us often zero real return to steal and asset our time. That is objectively more valuable than any currency.
It really reframes it, doesn't it? It's not leisure. It's an act of profound self-robbery.
So the actionable insight here is protection.
Protection is paramount. You should not feel obligated to be available 24/7, protecting your attention from unwarranted demands, notifications, all of it. It's essential.
Your phone is a tool, not a leash.
Exactly. Which sets the stage for the next major internal struggle that Seneca identifies.
The balance paradox.
Yes, this tension between preparing obsessively for the future and actually enjoying the present.
It's the classic trap, isn't it? Deferring happiness.
It is. We see people pushing themselves relentlessly, sacrificing family time, health, all-present joy, working flat out until some arbitrary milestone, like age 65.
Only to hope they can enjoy an unpredictable retirement.
But look, isn't it a bit naive to just say stop planning for the future? I mean, we live in an economy that demands we save, plan, secure our kids' education.
He isn't forbidding preparation. He's cautioning against living life like a like a robot on autopilot.
Hmm.
You're performing the routine tasks, hoping for a payoff that may never materialize, all while forgetting to live in the moment you actually possess.
So it's about sacrificing the certainty of the present for the uncertainty of the future.
That balance is definitely the hardest part. I can confess that I struggle daily with this. There's this deep-seated fear that if I don't plan intensely for security, I'll fail.
Right.
But resisting that temptation to sacrifice all present joy for some uncertain future benefit, it's a daily negotiation.
And that shared human struggle leads directly to the next crucial realization: pursuing true goals.
Hmm.
So many people live passively, trapped in jobs they hate for the income, or in relationships they endure just out of a fear of being lonely.
The crucial, almost shocking realization here is that the feeling of not having enough time is often a choice.
A choice we make. We dedicate our time to things we fundamentally dislike, based on external expectations or internal fears,
Sure.
and then we complain about the scarcity.
Seneca's advice is that the very best investment you can make is in building the life you love, achieving your actual dreams.
Not your parents' dreams for you, or your culture's expectation.
Right. And once you figure out what you truly want, you instantly find the time for it.
Because that 1 hour you need doesn't just magically appear. You have to find it. You either wake up an hour earlier, or you replace the aimless TV time, the scrolling.
The digital drains. You replace them with purposeful action. If the goal is truly important, you will reallocate the time.
Which brings us to the structure needed to retain that time. The twin disciplines of planning and preparation.
Planning is the internal map making. It's listing your important tasks and then reviewing them at the end of the day. It builds accountability.
But preparation is where you gain true efficiency. Preparation means thinking ahead to actively remove the obstacles that will steal your time later.
I find this so much more useful than just a to-do list. It's about foreseeing friction.
Give me an example.
Okay, so you know you want to spend an hour reading tonight. You prepare by putting your phone on airplane mode at 6 p.m. Or if you need gas, you get it during a quiet time in the afternoon, not when you're already late tomorrow morning.
It's eliminating future chaos by acting efficiently now.
So let's put this into action right now. Listener, we challenge you to implement this plan and prepare strategy immediately.
Okay, what's the challenge?
Today, plan one specific action you want to accomplish toward a long-term goal. Tomorrow, execute one act of preparation to remove a known friction point from your future. See how much time you open up.
That's the 24-hour challenge. I like it.
Now, shifting gears, let's look at one of the most powerful tools Seneca gives us, which is leveraging the past.
He divides time into past, present, and future. The present vanishes quickly, often before we even realize it. The future is completely unknown.
An empty canvas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the only part of our time that is certain and unchangeable is the past.
Yeah.
That past has to be the lamp guiding the future.
So we can frame reflection not as just dwelling on mistakes, but as a necessary form of mental time travel.
I love that framing. You're returning to the past specifically to harvest lessons. Forgetting the past is, as Seneca argued, the quickest way to repeat mistakes and waste years.
Like the relapse gambler.
Tell me more.
The gambler who loses a lot of money, promises their family to quit. But then a few months later, they've suppressed that painful memory, and they're back at the casino, repeating the whole cycle.
They fail to learn from the certainty of their past disaster. Reflection helps us understand the path we've traveled, how we've changed, and for this, we need a deep framework for analysis.
And we can synthesize Seneca's advice into the 3 whys reflection process.
Okay, what's the first why?
When you reflect on an outcome, success or failure, don't just judge it. Ask, why did this specific outcome occur? What were the traceable causes?
The second why is crucial for humility. Ask, what was the exact share of luck or chance in this outcome? Be ruthlessly honest about what was outside your control.
And the third why, what was the share of my own effort versus the help of others? Did I do this alone, or was I standing on the shoulders of partners, mentors?
Right, and by breaking it down this way, we understand our responsibilities better. The ultimate goal of this reflection, which Seneca insisted on, is this. You must only compare your current self against your past self.
Not against others.
Never. Comparing yourself to others, measuring your internal progress against external metrics, is fundamentally mistaken and a complete waste of your valuable attention.
Okay, let's move to the mechanics of execution. What about those long, difficult tasks? Writing a thesis, training for a marathon. The finish line is so far away that procrastination sets in.
The human mind naturally seeks immediate pleasure. If the reward is too far off, the brain refuses to apply the energy now.
So Seneca's solution is simple.
Apply short-term, immediate, visceral rewards for those long-term goals.
But what about continuous processes? Like managing anxiety or meditating, it's not a discrete product you finish.
You apply the reward structure to the commitment itself. You commit to 30 days of meditation. The reward, say, a weekend trip, is only unlocked when you maintain that consistency.
That creates a powerful self-sustaining incentive, and it ties directly into using free time intelligently.
Seneca flatly stated that the main problem isn't a lack of time, it's the profound wasting of the free time we do possess.
Right. We spend 8 or 9 hours working intensely to earn money, hoping to enjoy the free time that remains, but so much of it is squandered.
On trivial pursuits, digital drains, or just recovering from the stress of the day.
So the advice is to have a structured, purposeful plan for even just one free hour a night.
Make it purposeful, enjoyable, meaningful. Read, learn a skill, exercise. And Seneca was clear. Avoid unnecessary overtime. 8 hours of focused work is enough. Protect that remaining time.
This leads us to the highest form of time management, which elevates it from a schedule to an investment strategy.
Time is capital. We must invest it for the highest possible return.
And the highest return is
The creation of valuable memories and exciting, transformative experiences.
the difference between routine and experience is startling when you look back. A routine life commute, work, microwave dinner, TV, sleep, it all compresses into a single forgotten blur.
But a single exciting week of travel with new food, different cultures, challenging hikes, that creates vivid, lasting memories. They hold memory density. Routine days hold none.
We are defined by what we've done and seen. Experiences change us internally, our perspective, our resilience, in ways that buying the latest phone simply cannot.
We should prioritize these memory-making investments over material accumulation. They yield the highest internal return.
And finally, Seneca's ultimate investment.
Philosophy. Dedicating time to philosophical inquiry, to ethics, truth, the meaning of life, preparing for death. This allows us to experience what he called a higher level of existence.
The value of reading specifically is immense here. A book takes years of another person's time and experience and compresses it.
And by reading it, that compressed time, that lifetime of learning, is instantly added to your own contemporary life. It's compounding returns on your attention.
Gaining wisdom in days that took others decades to achieve.
Seneca sums this all up with a distinction between living and just being alive. He cautions that if a person has white hair and wrinkles, it doesn't mean they've lived a long time.
It often just means they've been alive for a long time.
Right. The goal is to use our time to truly live and reach our goals, not just passively exist while time drifts away.
This deep dive really transforms how we view our schedules. It's no longer about just checking things off a list. It's about treating our time like an investment portfolio.
Focused on wealth preservation, learning, self-improvement, and unforgettable rich experiences.
And if we boil down everything we've discussed, especially Seneca's emphasis on memory, this is the final provocative thought for you to take away.
If your life, upon reflection, compresses down to only a few core high-density memories, what is the single most valuable memory you need to create starting right now?
If you enjoyed this episode, please support the channel by liking the video and sharing it with your friends.